this is Queen of Vibes. Hey there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your February 2020 relationship reading with Queen of Vibes Tarot. I am the Queen of Vibes, and I want to welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time or you are a return viewer or subscriber. I thank you for joining me, and hopefully this message will be helpful or resonate with you in some way. If you have any questions, be sure to ask me in the comments, or you can contact me. All my information is below this description bar, this reading. Also, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or for those of you who are cross-watching because you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius. If you are not currently in a relationship, if there is no one in the picture, then go ahead and check out the Sagittarius Love Me reading for this month. It's already up. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this reading, okay? Before I read the tarot, I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck just to see what a message is, what the message is for my Sagittarius. So we've got two messages that jumped out. We've got pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. All right, guys, so you definitely want to follow your intuition. If something feels off, it's off, okay? If the signs don't look good, even if it feels good, but there's some weird shit, there's some signs, pay attention. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So some of you, there is someone else out there for you, and you may be focusing your attention on someone that is not necessarily right for you. So let's go ahead and see what the cards are saying. Okay, we've got the Hierophant here, right? For some of you, this is a marriage. For some of you, this is a potential marriage, a potential relationship. Others of you, this is the ending of a marriage, okay? Because I see the Death card here. Some of you are really thinking about ending either a marriage or a spiritual connection. For some of you, this is not a marriage, it's a spiritual connection. It's a lesson. Someone is going to learn. So one of you is learning from the other person. Okay, what this other person is thinking, okay, because this is their energy. We've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this person is thinking about ending the situation. For some of you, this person is thinking that maybe there is not really a foundation here. There's really nothing to build on here. This is not something that's going to be solid. There's no commitment. There's not, there's nothing concrete. What they're feeling is the Hermit. So they're feeling like retreating. They're feeling like kind of, sticking to themselves. They're contemplating things, contemplating the situation. They're really thinking about things. They're not just allowing their emotions to take them away. But what they're showing is justice because they want to be fair in the situation. They want to do the right thing here, okay? This person, whether consciously or subconsciously, it's like they may be familiar with karma and they're like not trying to invoke any of it. Now, again, these energies can be vice versa because this is a general reading. What you're showing, Sagittarius, is coming up as the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So this is showing that emotionally you may be a little bit unstable. If it's not unstable, you're not necessarily very loving and nurturing and kind. Okay, you're being a little bit cold, maybe even perceived as mean, just not open to an emotional connection or any emotional advances from this other person. What you're thinking, what you're feeling is the Death card. So some of you are feeling like, yeah, this time for this situation to end, or you're not really feeling anything. You're not feeling anything in this connection. All right. What you're thinking is the Four of Swords. So you may be thinking about retreating, or you're really contemplating what this connection is about. Okay. It's like, okay, I'm here. This person's here. Why are we here? All right. So let's go ahead and let's clarify to get a better picture here. Sorry guys, I'm a little stuffy. It doesn't feel like a cold. It kind of feels like allergies. I think sometimes like it's winter and when the heat comes on, it just causes my allergies to flare up a little bit. Okay, what we got flying out from my Sagittarius? We've got the Page of Swords, okay? So there's something going on here as far as the communication. What am I picking up here? Let's go ahead. Let me pull the rest of these clarifiers. Let's go ahead and clarify the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And we've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Clarifying the Hermit is the Hermit in reverse. Clarifying Justice is the Eight of Wands in reverse. Clarifying the Queen of Cups is the Eight of Swords. Clarifying the Death card is the Nine of Cups in reverse. And then clarifying the Four of Swords is the King of Cups in the reverse. So Sagittarius, what I'm picking up here with the Hierophant and the Page of Swords in the reverse is that you guys have to learn how to communicate in a more positive manner. I feel like the communication is going back and forth, but right now what's being processed, what's being communicated is, I feel, a lot of negative emotions, if that makes any sense. And not to say that you guys are being negative, but I feel like you're very comfortable in a very it feels low vibrational. All right, let's just put it like that. It feels low vibrational. It feels like there's a lot of talking about what we don't want. There's a lot of talking about things that have happened that we didn't like, which is okay if you're trying to solve something. But if you're just sharing, if you're just commiserating, if you're just regurgitating over and over, it's bringing down the possibilities in this connection, because this person that you're dealing with, they don't know how to do commitment. All right. Or they've been in a lot of relationships that fell apart. And so they're more tied into things fall apart than they are tied into things work out for the best or things can work out. So the Hermit is being clarified by the Hermit in reverse, which means this person fluctuates. This person may even have bouts of depression, okay, where they really just isolate themselves from the world. For some of you, this person is dealing with something that has fallen apart, dealing with something that they feel like they got the short end of the stick. Somebody may have been in a situation where they feel controlled. Maybe they feel controlled by you, and that's why they don't see this as a connection that has a solid, stable foundation right now, because they feel like everything is kind of one-sided, or they feel like they don't have a full say, like they can't, everything is about what you want or what you feel, and they feel, like the underdog or overshadowed by you. They want justice, though. They want things to be fair because, like I said, I feel like in the past they're used to things not being fair, but there's a lack of motivation here. There's a lack of spark. There's a lack of energy. All right, this person may be down in the dumps. You may be seeing this, and so you guys may be communicating, and this person's just kind of like, oh, I feel this happened bad, this is no good, and it's like, it's smelly. I don't know another way to put it. It's just like funky communication. It's just like, yo, can we talk about something else? You, as much as you may be communicating, I don't think you're very receptive to this because you don't connect with it. You've got the Eight of Swords here, so it's just like you're here, but you're not really here. You're here, I hear you, but I'm not listening. That's what I get from the Eight of Swords in this particular situation. You've got the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Cups, so it's like you don't really want to admit that this situation is kind of stagnant. You know what I'm saying? But you know in your heart, in what you're feeling, is that this is not going to bring you any type of emotional satisfaction, or whatever emotions are existing right now are not very positive. Okay, there's a lot of sadness right now, there's a lot of disappointment, there's hurt. So it's almost like, what can you do with this? Nothing right now. For some of you, I feel like this may be a connection that has been struggling for some time, and you're just like, okay, we're going to put this to rest finally. And to clarify the Four of Swords, you've got the King of Cups in reverse. So again, just nothing to give this connection. I feel like Sagittarius, right now, you have nothing to give this connection emotionally. And this person is withering under the fact that you are not filling them. You're not watering them. You're not feeding them. That's what they want from you. Okay, and so because they're not getting that, and so for some of you, that's the red flag, that this person may be very needy. This person's looking to you to fix something for them. We've got the Ten of Cups flying out here, which can be emotional satisfaction, or in this situation, I feel like it is unrealistic expectations. Okay, can I get a few more cards to clarify this situation? Can I get a few more cards from my Sagittarius and their partners? You know, some of you may be dealing with a Virgo, but again, I just feel like we've got the 7. Yeah, I feel like there's someone who Oh, guys, I'm right in the middle of this reading, and I just checked out on you guys. I'm sorry. I got a text message, and it's something that I need to do, but it can wait until I finish. I apologize for that little pause. All right, so we've got, okay, we've got the Ten of Cups here with the Seven of Swords, with the Eight of Pentacles, with the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So what I feel like is someone who is not used to being very honest about their emotions, someone who is not honest because they over idealize things, they romanticize things, and so sometimes they can be a bit obsessive about things, which weakens their motivation. So while there is a connection here, what is the viability of the connection? You know, when you're dealing with someone whose motivations are based on, you know, how tuned into their fairy tale. I keep getting like fairy tale. Like this person gets very depressed when things don't work out for them. So whenever you guys have problems, or whenever you're not necessarily plugged in or tuned in, it's going to cause them to react in a very withdrawn and just a lack of motivation. So it's like they're going to flip flop. One minute they're going to be all in you. Well, they're always going to be on you because they're looking for you to make them feel better, to make them feel happy. But it's just going to depend on how you feel, right? Are you in the mood to be bothered today, or are you not? And if they feel like you're not in the mood to be receptive to whatever it is they're feeling or they want to share with you, then they're going to plummet down into the dumps, and then their motivation is going to lower. So the lesson here is really learning how to communicate more positively and more effectively, and to get past issues versus just recycling them, okay? This person recycles their issues. This person recycles their dramas, okay? So you're just going to be like privy and witness to them, and are you going to be complicit, or are you going to put your foot down and say, okay, we've talked about this before, let's move on. All right, Sagittarius, so that is your reading for the month of February. These readings are timeless, so if you read this or watch this in March or January next year or whenever, and it resonates, then that's just what it is. All right, guys, so I want to thank you guys again for joining me. Let me know in the comments if this resonated or not. Make sure to give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the content. And I'll see you guys at the next reading. Bye.